Hello ladies and gents, Jack here, and today I'm going to show you how to unlock the secret dog tag in Battlefield 1 called a beginning. The description of this dog tag is you have found something that does not belong to you, and it depicts a skull with something scribbled out and the letters CM underneath it. More on that later. It looks like this is the start of a big Battlefield 1 ARG Easter egg, so you may want to follow the steps in this video and acquire this dog tag for future updates. The process of how to unlock this dog tag was discovered through a community effort mainly stemming from the members of the Battlefield Easter egg Discord, so congratulations to those guys. The steps on the way to unlocking this dog tag are complicated and solved through logic puzzles, and if you want to acquire it for yourself, there are no shortcuts and you will have to travel an individual path. Let's begin. Scattered around the Battlefield 1 vanilla maps are secret headphones. There are 5 possible locations for headphones on each map, most of which have already been discovered. And headphones will spawn at only one of these possible locations at any one time. If you pick one up by walking over them and go to a secret MCOM station on the same level without dying, a Morse code message will play and repeat. The best way to find a pair of headphones and secret MCOM is to go to the Game Detective website, which I've linked on the screen and also in the description below. In fact, every website that I mention in this video will be down in the description below for easy access. On that page you'll find pictures of each map with where the headphones and MCOMs are located. You'll want to join an empty server too. I would not recommend doing this on a populated server. The 2 best maps to use in my opinion are Foul Fortress and Suez, as all headphone locations are known on these maps and they're relatively quiet maps in terms of background noise, therefore you can hear the Morse code a lot better. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to always use the map Suez to find headphones and listen to my Morse code. Let's begin and grab a pair of headphones and go over to the secret MCOM. To get an accurate translation of your Morse code, you'll have to record it. On PC you can use free software like OBS, Nvidia Shadowplay or AMD Relive to do this. On console you can use the built-in DVR recorders that PS4 and Xbox One have. I record my messages with Shadowplay, and I can now drag those clips into a program like Sony Vegas, Windows Movie Maker or Adobe Premiere. That's the video track and that's the audio track. We want to isolate the audio track, so I save it as a WAV file. If you don't have Sony Vegas, you can download a program like Audacity and install the FFmpeg codec to open MP4s. I've linked the exe for that down in the description below as well. Now we've got the audio track separately, it's much easier to read or hear the Morse code. The best way to do this is with Audacity, a free program you can download at audacityteam.org/download. Install it and open the recording that you just made of the Morse code. Here we can see the waveform of the audio. Let's clean it up so the Morse code is easier to read. First off, change the view to spectrogram, split stereo to mono, and then add a normalize filter from the effect tab at the top. This was a great tip by a member called Renegade, and it makes the Morse code way easier to read, and you can zoom into by clicking the zoom button or holding Control and scrolling your mouse wheel. Now we can see this clearly, we can start to write down the Morse code. The longer strokes are dashes and the smaller strokes are dots, so go through and use a program like Notepad or even a piece of paper if you're feeling archaic to write down each character. Generally speaking, for the sake of time, you only need to get the first 45 seconds or so. Once you've got your message written down, you can use this website to translate the Morse code. Enter it and click Translate and you'll see a message appear. In my case, my first code said the following: go straight to Pillar Outskirts Jafar, old methods compromised, must acquire new key, will miss drop off if delay or incorrect location. Now before we continue, I have to make a statement that you will not necessarily get the same location as me to start with. And where mine said Pillar Outskirts Jafar, yours may be replaced with one of 27 other possible locations. The easiest way to see all of the possible locations is on the Game Detective's website that I linked earlier. If you scroll down you'll see these. Some examples are Church Ruins Amiens, obviously relating to the church ruin on the Amiens level, or Hotel Check Perron relating to a checkered pattern on the floor of the hotel on St. Quentin Scar. The website here lists all of the possible locations and also tells you which map they're located on, as well as further down it shows you a picture of exactly where the symbols are on that level. Easy peasy. Also, although your message may not be the same as mine, the rules to decode it in each step will be the same as mine. So let's carry on with my example then. Pillar Outskirts Jafar. The game told us to look there, and this is on the map Sinai Desert, so let's go to the location and see if we can find the symbol. There it is, a reversible arrow, and if you look at it, you'll hear a dramatic noise confirming your observation. Interesting, something has changed. Once you've found your first symbol, you'll have to get a new Morse code again. How do we do that? Well, go find some headphones and take them to a secret MCOM station again. You can do this on any map that you like, but once again I'm only using Suez for the purpose of this video. Make sure to record your new Morse code again. You may notice that it's a new message and also that the lights have changed colour. They do this on every stage. So let's decode the new message. Open up Audacity, load the WAV file from the recording, spectrogram, set to mono and normalize, and then start writing your Morse code down again. There are a couple of programs you can use to attempt to decode the message automatically for you, but I like to do it manually myself as I know that there are no errors that way. Here's what my second message said. A string of letters, remember first rule, if compromised, LPIL. As it happens, the previous symbol was a clue. If we reverse the first set of characters, we get stove turret Venetian. And you should do the same on your set of characters as well. So you guessed it, that's where I've got to head to next. You may have a different location, so go on the Game Detective's website, find your location, join an empty server and go to it. For me, stove turret Venetian was on Monte Grappa under one of the turrets. Let's see what's there. Another symbol, this time a right-angled triangle. We now know that it's a clue for the next Morse code. So what do we do after we found a symbol? We go back to pick up some headphones and head over to a secret MCOM station for a new Morse code. Do that and record it. Here's what I got next. A string of letters, second rule, sighting, report and wait, investigating alone could lead to death. Well, that doesn't make much sense, but with the symbol clue from before, we can use a cipher to uncover a hidden message. In this case, we have to use an @bash cipher. This is a substitution cipher where the letters of the alphabet are reversed. So A becomes Z and B becomes Y, etc, etc. You can solve this manually with your own message by using something like this, or you can go to this website, paste in your code and automatically see the result. So I paste in my specific code, you would paste in your code, and for me it becomes panel water Varennes. Looking on Game Detective, that shows us our next location is on Argonne Forest, but the picture says panel water Apremon. This is because in the game files, for whatever reason, the words Varennes and Apremon got switched around with each other. So if you get in your code either Varennes or Apremon, swap it for the correct location. Varennes becomes Apremon, Apremon becomes Varennes. My code for this stage said panel water Varennes, so that means I have to go and look at panel water Apremon, which is on Argonne Forest. Let's head there now and see what we find. This time an arrow pointing to the right, indicating movement or a shift. After a new symbol, what do? We go and record our new Morse code. So let's do that, get the headphones, go to the MCOM and record, open it up in Audacity. What does our message say this time? A string of letters, third rule, if taken by the others, discover means to communicate to house. Now we can decode this message with a rotation cipher, sometimes known as a Caesarean shift, hence the previous clue. And in this cipher, plain text is replaced by a letter some fixed number of positions down the alphabet. Luckily, you don't have to work this one out by hand. Head to this website and you can paste your code in with an N value of 19 for a correct result. My code string becomes bucket marshlands 4. So that's my new location then. Time to load up File Fortress and find this bucket. Remember that you've got to reference the Game Detective's website to find your unique next location. So there it is for me. Symbol 4 is what looks like a fence. Don't forget that one. New symbol is located, so let's get some new Morse code. Headphones, check. MCOM, check. Record it all again, open it in Audacity, decode it, and see what you get. This was my 5th Morse code. A string of letters, followed by 4th rule, kill all on the same trail, remove dog tags and report to house. The fence from the previous symbol was our clue. It's a rail fence cipher, which can also be solved as an anagram. In your specific code, there'll be an anagram of one of the 27 locations. See if you can work it out by hand. Look for letters that appear frequently and rearrange them from the possible options. My code was an anagram of Coastal Fortress Adriatic, which is one of the locations listed, so that's where I've got to head to next. This stage can also be solved by using this rail fence cipher website. For me, I had to input my code, use a Rails value of 5 and an offset of 6. This gave me my location in reverse, once again, Coastal Fortress Adriatic. The 5th symbol is a series of dots and dashes vertically. and as per usual, viewing this symbol will trigger your next Morse code sequence. Grab those headphones, get to an MCOM, record it and decode it. Here's what I got. That's weird, it's just a load of T's and E's. So how can we make sense of this then? The clue beforehand could be interpreted as steganography, where a message is concealed in the presentation of text rather than its content. And a type of steganography is the Baconian cipher. To use this, we must convert the message into A's and B's. A dot is an A and a dash is a B. So take your message and do the same. Change the T's into B's and the E's into A's. So my message will now look like this. Again, you don't have to solve this manually, and you can use the website on the screen now to solve this for you. Enter the code you've got and it will display a result. Another string of letters. Not plain English though. So what do we do with this then? Well, we have to use another cipher on this code to decrypt it. This time an @bash cipher again. Head back to the @bash cipher website I linked earlier or do it manually and paste your new code in. Castello Isle Adriatic was the result for me, followed by Morse messages being intercepted, beginning full encryption soon. So let's head to my new location then. Remember to reference the new location you got on the Game Detective's website and go there. Here it is for my location and another new symbol. This time it's the word Edward. Once again, after you've viewed the new symbol, you'll need to pick up headphones and get new Morse code from an MCOM station again. Record it, decode it. My new message was the following. So it's a massive string of letters. Perhaps we can use the word Edward somehow to decode this. Let's see. We can use a Vigonaire cipher with the key phrase of Edward to decode it. Yes, there's a website that does that for you too, and here it is. So you want to change the function to decrypt, enter the passphrase as Edward and paste your long code in there for a result. I got this. Luggage basement Varennes, allies can be clothed as enemies, enemies can be clothed as allies. Always use ID. Boom. That's my next location. Varennes has to be swapped with Apremont, so that's luggage, basement, Apremont. That's on Argonne Forest. Let's go find my new symbol, and there it is. George. You guessed it, it's time for some new Morse code again. Headphones, MCOM, record your message and write it down. Another string of letters, you're seeing a pattern here. Let's use a new cipher on this one though, an auto key cipher. Head to this website, change the function to decrypt, an alphabet key starting with Z like this, and a passphrase of George, which was our previous clue. Paste your message in and you should get a readable decode of it. Mine read Traversy Attic Perron, final. Believe everything, report everything. Traversy Attic Perron is on St Quentin Scar. Let's go there and find our final symbol. There it is, London. What does it mean? So for the last time, head back to the MCOM station whilst carrying a pair of secret headphones and you'll get the following message. You don't need to record or decode this one as it's the same for everyone. So what do we do with this one then? Well, this one actually stumped the Easter egg community for a couple of days. Numerous ciphers were attempted on it in various orders to no avail, until one user, Vedelpux, cracked the code. If you reverse the code and use an auto key cipher again with the custom alphabet starting at Z and the passphrase of London, you get the following message. And if you reverse that message, it reads as plain English, giant shadow, windmill balcony, look up. And this is where our journey comes to an end, and you can finally collect this special dog tag. Head to a giant shadow server and go to the windmill near the German spawn. Climb up all the way to the top and stand on the balcony. Look up, look around, and you'll see pigeons flying around above you every now and again. Stay there for a while, keep looking at the pigeons, and eventually one of them should swoop down towards you over your head and drop something off. You'll hear that same dramatic noise too. After this happens, you'll have successfully obtained the dog tag, and you'll see it in the miscellaneous tab for you to equip. Congratulations, soldier, you made it. Now the dog tag itself has a skull on it, similar to the Phantom program icon from Battlefield 4. It also has the initials CM on it and something scribbled out. What could this mean? Well, get this, if you head over to a secret MCOM now with a pair of headphones, you'll hear this. Very spooky indeed. The Morse code tone has changed and there are scary voices in the background. The message is repeating itself over and over. Masterman, 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 and the lights have changed to a menacing red colour. So who is this Masterman? Let's take a look. CM, the initials on the dog tag, Charles Masterman, a real person who played a central role in the British main government propaganda agency during the First World War. But what's he up to in Battlefield 1? Why is he here? Is this the new Kevin Simpson? Is this the beginnings of the Phantom program? A new beginning? And will that person come after us and take back the thing that does not belong to us? Only time will tell. As always, thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't, a thumbs down, and I'll see you in the next one.